But Jeremy, if I could be so bold as to suggest, stop thinking about that profit margin. Your man Jeremy has done it again. He has a new ish, brackets ish, fragrance, which is Jeremy Fragrance, fragrance.one date for men. I am doing this one as a review because I reviewed Office for Men and I said, would you like to see a review of Date? And so many of you said yes. So I've been dousing myself in Date for Men. I've actually not worn this on a date, but I have worn this enough to know. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it worth your cash? Now, before I get going, if you're new to this, I'm gonna put these down, and you're wondering who this guy with 2 fragrances in hands is, then hi, I'm Robin. This world here is man for himself. You're a guy that likes fragrances, fragrance reviews, hair care, hair styling, haircuts, grooming, and skincare, then this world is for you. Press subscribe right now. Okay, let's start with like the basic stuff, the aesthetics. It's kind of like, it's not what it smells like, but it's how it looks. I said in the last one about Office that I was so disappointed in the packaging, in the whole production around this fragrance. And I'm really pleased to say that I don't have to change my tune on this one because it looks exactly the same. It's really lazy. You have these boxes that look like they've fallen off the back of a truck. And that is me being like super polite about this. It's flimsy, it's pretty crap. The actual bottle is fine. You could say that it was kind of like postmodern art, something that you could keep on top of a dresser and say that it's part of some sort of collection, but it's not. It's just this glass and this flimsy hardware. From the sound it makes to the way it sprays, it doesn't feel premium, it doesn't feel glossy, and compared to the other fragrances on the market and the fragrance that Jeremy has at his disposal, this is not great and it's lazy. But when we get into the scent, really, what does this smell like? How does it sit on the skin? What's the performance like? And if you haven't seen the Office one I've got here, then I will put the review up there. But basically, long and short of it was, I liked this scent. I wasn't blown away by it. I didn't think the performance was great. And a lot of you actually said the performance for you was great. This one, I actually quite like this. Again, it's a mass market commercial pleaser. Into the sort of the notes that they say, this is all about the sort of citruses. In the top, let me just spray my little scent stick. You've got mandarin, there's also bergamot, there's lemon. So you have this really great juicy opening. Juicy opening, it's a great juicy opening. There you go, I can't say that. It's date night. We're all after a juicy opening. Okay, just realized it's not live. Okay, after your juicy opening, there's ambroxan, and then into the base, you've got vetiver and patchouli. Those are the notes. Those are what they, Jeremy and the good guys of fragrance.one say. But for me, this is all about that juicy opening. It is the punchy, citrusy bite, zestiness of the mandarin, which actually I really like, and I find it very wearable. It feels young, it feels playful, it feels inoffensive, it feels fresh. There's a slight sweetness to it, which I like. Does it make me think this is just date? No. This smells like a lot of other things on the market. I was actually thinking it was a bit like Dolce & Gabbana. I also thought there was like a hint of cool water in there. It makes me think of several other fragrances that have been created. And really that is good because it's inoffensive and it's easy to wear. It's something that I could quite easily just spritz on and go. But it's bad because at €219.99, which is a heck of a lot of money, it just can't compete against some of those big fragrance brands that are charging a similar amount of money but have this really unique sort of fragrance profile that makes them so different from everything else. Even looking at some of the more sort of mass market premium fragrances like Tom Ford, which I've covered a lot on this channel, the Killians, you really do know that these have come from those brands. So for this at a same price point, I just think is really pushing it. On the flip side, and looking kind of at performance of this, I actually have been really impressed with this. I popped it on, I forgot about it, I smelt it again, I was reminded about it, and actually I could smell it on my clothing the next day. I find that Office wasn't that great performer. It certainly wasn't on my skin. You know, again, a lot of you said it was, but I think this is really great in performance. The projection of it is there. It's not huge, but it really is that sort of fragrance that's left on the skin. Here's what I think is my issue, and I'm gonna say it's an issue because at 220 euros, there should be some expectation of what you're getting here from the marketing in the packaging. This is crap, it's flimsy. To, you know, the bottle, the packaging, the lid, it should have a weight to it, it should look good, it should smell great. And you know, this is called date. When you think of a date, you think of something sexy, something alluring, something that's got some sort of mystique and mystery to it. This smells very daytime. It's the kind of thing you might chuck in your gym bag and just pop on. It just isn't premium and it's not worth that price point. Also, again, I said this about Office, I've been targeted so many times on Instagram and on Facebook and whatever else with loads of offers and discounts on this. So the fact that you can put discounts and offers the whole time says to me that not even they think this is worth it. So would I recommend it? No, I wouldn't. And the main reason I wouldn't recommend it is I don't think it's value. So my expectation of what something should be is not meeting what it is. If the price could be taken down, even to something like 60, 70, 80, even like 100 euros max, I would certainly reconsider on that because again, it's a crowd pleaser, it's inoffensive, and it smells good on the skin. The performance is great. But Jeremy, if I could be so bold as to suggest, stop thinking about that profit margin. Take it down just ever so, like a lot. Take it down a lot and just be really true to what this is, which is a great commercial fragrance, something that loads of people are going to enjoy. But sitting at that price point, the guys that can afford this stuff, I'm sure can really afford the other stuff that really is selling and giving value. So there you go. But thank you very much for watching. Again, I'll put the Office one, so if you've not seen that, it is up there. Also, check out the man for himself, Holy Grail, my 5-star product, some of the best ones, fragrance, skincare, hair, right there. Also subscribe, it is there. But I will see you in my next new video. Bye-bye.